I know that they're voting right now on the filibuster, and I think that the Dems just gave in. I want to talk about the 1,000 FBI agents that have been pulled from different areas of the FBI, different, like one was a records division, another, I forget the other divisions, but Allison Gill of the Mueller, She Wrote podcast. She's a journalist, comedian, she wears many hats. She has contacts in the FBI. She said sometimes, they didn't know what they were looking at the time. Like in advance, they'd get handed something or they'd open a new file. They wouldn't know what they were about to see. And the stuff that they saw was so disturbing that some agents broke down on the spot as they were going through the documents, flipping through photographs, watching videos. And that's why Eric Swalwell, when he came out and was talking about how there were about 100 Republicans that were going to vote with all Democrats to release the files. And David Schuster reporting that he said a few GOP House members say they've heard from FBI DOJ contacts that the Epstein files, with copies in different agencies, are worse than Michael Wolff's description of Epstein's photos showing Trump with the half-naked teenage girls. Speculation, rumors swirling through GOP caucus. So I want to just interrupt that for 1 second, because those are the photos that I talked about ad nauseum in my videos, that Michael Wolff said that Epstein showed him, that he went to his safe, that he pulled out these photos, spread them across the table like a deck of cards, and he said he remembers like a few of them very, and that Trump had topless teenage girls on his lap. They were like Polaroids. And then another picture was those same topless teenage girls standing up, and Trump was standing up, and the girls were bent over pointing at a spot on his pants, laughing at him. And all the people now think about that, 1,000 FBI agents that didn't need to see any of this stuff were brought in. This is all Pam Bondi's fault. This is all Kash Patel's fault. This is all Dan Bongino's fault. They did this. They are their own fucking worst enemy. Look what they just did. They just gave access to 1,000 more people to see the Epstein files. That's what they did. And the way they were stored, like 4 different agencies had access. They said there's so much evidence. It's all so grotesque that people had to walk away. People would break down. And the redactions, what they were asked to redact, those specs would change daily, hourly, depending on, I don't know, the Mad King's whim. At any rate, there's so much evidence. Mike Johnson keeps lying. He's just not going to sign. He's not going to. Adelita Grijalva remains, she hasn't been sworn in. And I've been hearing that he's going to wait till December 7th for a different election that's going to bring a new Republican House member in. I thought that all they needed were 218 votes. So if they get another House Republican, is the number of votes needed going to change then by another vote? All of these Republicans keep seeing this happen. Fucking cross over right the fuck now and vote for this, so they can stop redacting. They're going to keep redacting and shredding and whatever the fuck they're doing with these files that they've been knee deep in since March. March is when they assigned those FBI officers to redact Trump's name from them. From the mid-March to the end of March. For sure, those FBI agents were diverted from their normal jobs of protecting the American people. Our government's flip-flopped. Our government doesn't do that anymore. Our government no longer protects the people. I just heard testimony recently from the ICE officer that shot 5 times at the woman in Chicago. And he wrote to one of his friends, 5 shots, 7 holes. Ha 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 ha. Who the fuck are these ingrates? These high school mentality, emotionally unregulated motherfuckers that are just taking out their anger and their frustration. They get to unleash their worst impulses on the most vulnerable in our communities. They're not going after criminals. You can't even lie about it. They do. They can't even lie about cost either, but they do. Fuck. Trump pulls out his Turkey Day thing. Look, it's gone down 25%. Don't you see? Prices are down 25%. That's an amazing thing. I don't want to hear about affordability. He just said he wanted to hear about it. We should be talking more about it. But that chart, of course, was just like everything else they do was fake. Was instead of what they usually put out is their price for a turkey dinner. It's all brand name stuff. This year was a reduced price option that brought it down 25%, but it was all generic stuff, a discernment that should have been made or at least acknowledged before, he trotted it all out like he really did something. He's actually just fucking crazy. Just crazy. I mean, he's just still saying that prices are down, gas is down, energy's down, it's all down. Are people telling him, just like his poll numbers, people are around him going, oh, sir, you polled at 80%, sir? Whoa, oh, really? Because here he polled at 92%. And then he goes out in public and repeats this shit and looks like a crazy old guy lunatic, but don't give him any points for being an old guy. Not like an innocent, nice old guy. More like one of those creepy old guys who's watching the girls or boys in the playground and rubbing the front of his pants. One of those old guys. One of those old crazy guys. So this isn't going to go away. The Epstein files aren't going to go away. House Democrats request interview with former Prince Andrew about Epstein. I love this. This isn't going to go away. And all Mike Johnson can do is delay. He can't do it for much longer. I think that they just need to get it over with and bite the bullet and try to get out ahead of it as best they can. Hi, baby girlfriend. Hi, baby girlfriend. Hi. Sadie's got her hoodie on. Sadie's got her hoodie on. What a good girl. What a good girl. We're staying at my friend's house. Okay, baby girlfriend. Okay. Thanks, guys, for watching my videos.